How's it going, guys? And welcome to episode 2 of the Xbox Stadium Review Series. Today we're checking out a custom hockey build made by
Minecraft Brains.
Minecraft Brains. Alright, we're going to jump right into it with the structural design. And first of all, I really like the TD, I think it's TD Bank, or what's TD Arena
TD
kind of?
Bank.
Yeah, TD Bank. I really like that, the little design there, the font, or the style of the logo and all that. Really, really well done. Looks great in the outside. Also, the arena spelled out in glowstone. Nice work. The little entranceways here are nice as well. Little unique design. I'm not crazy about the use of the cobblestone, however, but it's not bad. There could definitely be more entrances away around here. This is the only entranceway into the build, if not mistaken, except for here, perhaps. And yeah, here we got some other stuff over here. So this is the other entranceway, I guess, to the build here. And let's head back out. Okay, and that's nice there too as well. Very nice. But there's not a whole lot otherwise, entrance-wise, or windows or anything else for the structural design. It's all very bland, very plain. The stone brick on the walls there is nice. The glowstone up on top over here is nice as well. It adds a little bit of lighting to it. But there's not a whole lot here, really. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. There's not a whole lot. There definitely could have used some windows. It's also a fairly small build overall. That said, I like the glass up here for the kind of like a dome design. Looks good, very nice. So there are some problems with the structural design. It could have definitely used some color, for one thing. The TD logo there with the green is nice, but perhaps more green around to mix it up a little bit would have definitely helped it. Let's speed along though. There we go. But there's not a whole lot else going for this structural design, really. Definitely could use more details, more windows, entranceways around would have been helpful. So there's not a whole lot for this, really. So, structural design-wise, honestly, guys, and I apologize, Minecraft Brains, I have to give this one a 2 for the structural design. Interiors. So you first walk in here and you see all this blue under here. That is the undersides of the hockey seats. Let me just show you real quick there. As you can see there, that's all the underside there, and that's uncovered. That hurts it a lot, and that's on multiple levels as well. Once again, I'm not crazy about the cobblestone, but it works. There's plenty of lighting around though with the glowstone. Can't complain about that at all. But lots of open space around as well. There's very little going on in this bottom tier. Definitely hurts the interiors a lot as well. Also, you saw the stairways over here. That's good. Looks pretty solid. Well lit. Can't complain about that. Let's see if we can find another one. We got another stairway over here. 2 stairways for the arena. I suppose that's good enough considering its size. Can't really complain about that too much. But all the empty space in here could have definitely been improved with some concession stands, some bathrooms, things like that. Would have definitely added to the overall interiors in here. Second tier here is nice, however. Looks decent. The seats here are nice. Might have been better to break them up a little bit, have multiple rows side by side. That would have been nice, but it's not bad. He said that this area here is kind of like a, what is it? Can you explain that to us again, please?
It's when you go to a fair, there's like usually a piano and you stand on it, and it would like make music.
Gotcha, that's right. Very interesting, creative idea there. I like that. A little bit different than everybody else's builds, so that's pretty cool there. Once again, though, you got a lot of empty space over here. You do have a little skybox or a little press suite here. Solid, a little bit narrow, but it works. Plenty of headroom there, as you can see as well. And a decent view out to the rink. So not bad. This is very solid here. Otherwise, let's see, there's not a whole lot otherwise here. There's more seating and whatnot, a few more things here and there for the second tier. And I think there's only one way up to the... Oh, there's a concession stand over here, a little bar area perhaps. That's nice as well. And there's a physical way to go inside there, so can't complain about that at all either. And or maybe this is the bar here, and that was the concession stand over there. I forgot.
Yeah, this is the bar. That's the concession.
Gotcha. Oops. I think I... There we go. Nope. There we go. I was crouching there accidentally. Got some bathrooms over here. That definitely helps the second tier a bit. Solid. And I'm getting raided with messages as we speak. I apologize. A little bit narrow for the bathrooms, though. Not too bad, though. The fact that they're there definitely helps the second tier. But we'll head up to the third tier now. Here we are. And, more of the same, really. A lot of the empty space in here, sadly. More of the exposed seating up top. But there's not really much he really could have done in here because there's so little space. There's not a whole lot of room for the concession stands, for that matter. But the build's overall size does impede on the ability to build much stuff on the third tier up here. That said, it is here and it is nice. Once again, I'm not a fan of the cobblestone, but it's here and adds a little more variety than just the stone bricks, so that helps it a little bit as well. Interior-wise, it has a lot of problems, in my opinion. Definitely with a lot of stone, the cobblestone for one thing, a lot of empty space definitely hurts it. The bathrooms on the second tier are good. The concession stand there, the lone concession stand, I don't know why there weren't more. Definitely could have been more. All this open space down here definitely hurt it. This little area I found intriguing here as well. Looked like perhaps a little entranceway, but it leads to nothing, so that was a little curious as well. But that said, the interiors definitely have some issues, a lot of empty space in here. Once again, I apologize, but I have to give it a 2.5 out of... And once again, I apologize for getting overloaded with messages. Alright, Sightlines. First of all, on the first tier. Oops, let's see. Okay, we can't get up that far. And it fell down. Okay. So up here in the corner here, well, you can see that layer of glass down there with the wool or whatever that is. Quartz, perhaps? No, it's iron blocks. That's what it is. You can see that up there, all the way up here. So that's very good. Definitely helps the sightlines here, especially considering there's no outer lines like in football or soccer, world football, or whatever. So you have to just go with what you can. So you see that outer line there. That definitely helps the sightlines in the first tier. Let's jump up to the second tier now. Look there real quick. Oops, jump down. Second tier is pretty solid as well from the corners here. Can't complain about that as well. Let's see. Ah, this pillar right here, or this ladder actually. Well, it's gonna definitely impede on the sightlines right here. That's a problem. Cuts off maybe, not a whole lot, maybe just a little fraction of it. But it still is an issue. And on this side over here, cuts off maybe a little under a third. So that is an issue there with the ladder. Not really sure why that's there, but it's there, so not a big deal. Sightlines on the third tier. Oops, third tier, as you can see, there is considerable cutoff there. Maybe almost half of the rink itself is cut off from the third tier. It's just not far enough back to really do enough justice for the sightlines back here. And up here as well, some more cut off in the corners. So the third tier are definitely the issue. Second tier aren't so bad, and the first tier are pretty solid overall. So with that in mind, I'm going to give the sightlines overall a 3.5 out of 5. Actually, let me do a little transition now while I count measure the rink, because I forgot about that. Alright guys, I'm back now after the measurements have been completed. I forgot to do that previously. But the measurements are 22 blocks long by 12 blocks wide. and 1-to-1 ratio is 67 blocks long by 28 to 33 blocks wide. So this is way, way smaller than 1-to-1 ratio. Definitely maybe about a third of 1-to-1 ratio. So with that in mind, I'm going to give the size a 2 out of 5. So that's structural design, interiors, sightlines, and stadium size. Oh, one more thing, I forgot about the stadium size here, real quick. Top tier. Alright. You can definitely see all the way to the far side there, so that's definitely a good thing. Definitely helps a little bit. Creativity-wise, this is his own creation, even though there is the TD logo outside. So that definitely helps with the creativity. It is his own creation, and it's a pretty solid, albeit small, very small little arena, but pretty solid. Oh, one more thing about the interiors I completely forgot, which I tend to do sometimes. The locker rooms. These seem to be a little bit small as well, however, compared to other locker rooms I've seen and reviewed. This little exercise area here is nice, however. And
weightlifting over here.
yeah, weightlifting, excuse me. And a little massage area perhaps, something like that. But very small otherwise. I like the M on the floor though, that's cool. And we'll head up to the away teams. And they're even smaller, and not much headroom at all. Only 2 blocks from the floor to the ceiling. Anyway, continuing on. Creativity-wise, I don't recall seeing any redstone in this build at all. No pressure plates around. What doors there are around here are just wide open. There's no actual physical doors. Well, there are in the second tier for the bathrooms. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot. No pressure plates for doors, no redstone. Creativity-wise, though, let me see what this is. Oh, that's the other entranceway, though. Excuse me. Creativity-wise, oh, how do I grade this one? That's a tough question. Well, there's no redstone, there's no pressure plates around. It is his own creation, though, and it's a solid design overall. Solid design overall. Could have used some more creativity, though. This little area here is nice, very creative. I like the glass for the roof. Very nice. The colors are also nice. Oops. The lighting around the stadium is nice. The TD Bank logo there is really, really nice. Outstanding work. The dome up here is nice. Would have been nicer if it was rounded, perhaps, but it's solid. Does the job. Overall, oh man, like I said, it's a tough one to grade for creativity-wise. But I'm going to say a 2.5 out of 5 once again. For creativity, I should say. Overall, this stadium definitely has some issues. The structural design could use some more work, some windows, more color. The TD Bank logo there is awesome, but definitely could use some more green, or what is it, lime green perhaps, around the stadium. More windows, as I said. The dome up top is nice, however. Interiors could use some more work, filling the space primarily. That's the main issue for the interiors. The sightlines are pretty good for the most part, except for on the third tier. The stadium size overall is just very, very small. And creativity definitely had left something to the imagination. Could use more redstone for sure. Some pressure plates around. You know, more color. The blue on the seats here is definitely good. Adds to it a lot. Overall, I'm sorry to say it, but I gotta give this one a 2.5 out of 5. And that's it, guys. That's episode 2 of the Xbox Stadium Reviews. Thanks so much for watching. I'm out.